Assuming that Jan Cheery Group is ready to play the game, we will then call for our first contestants, please. Will you come in? Now, gentlemen, let us all be seated and find out who we are and where we're from. We'll go around in this order. I'd like to find out your home state and your name, please.
I'm George Pupp from Stratford, Wisconsin.
This is Mr. Pupp, P-U-P-P, and he is from Wisconsin. Your name, sir?
My name is Edward Pupp from Wausau, Wisconsin.
Edward Pupp, brothers we have here. Now let's go in the back row over here.
My name is Aloysius Geiger from Wausau, Wisconsin.
Aloysius Geiger from Wisconsin. And you, sir?
Joseph Geiger from Wausau, Wisconsin.
And those two are brothers. You've got it, Bill? What is it?
The Pupp brothers are Geiger counters.
No, really? No, really? I am going to identify their secrets to you there at home by asking, first of all, I'm going to ask George and Edward Pupp if you will whisper your secret to me. We'll show it to the folks at home. Would you lean in and tell me what it is? And conversely, the Messrs. Geiger have a secret which they're going to whisper to me. So, now, panel, all you need know is that their secret concerns something that they did, and Kitty Foyle, let's start with you. That's Betsy.
It has something to do with what they do? Did.
Yes, something that they did.
Mr. Pupps and Mr. Geigers, did you do this in Wisconsin?
Yes. All of you did it in Wisconsin.
Yes. Did you do this recently in Wisconsin?
No.
Were your respective mates involved in this?
Yes.
Did you have them? Mm-hmm. They were. Did you do it together, all four of you?
No.
No.
Sorry, Betsy. Now let's go to Henry Morgan, please.
Well, Betsy had a nice thing going there. Did the Pupps marry Geigers and the Geigers married Pupps?
Yes, they did.
And for this, you came all the way from Wisconsin? That's exactly it, but I think it is such an heroic event that we're going to forfeit, Henry. In spite of your brains, we're going to give up the full $80, all right?
Right.
All righty. Now, let me explain it to you, because it gets pretty involved. As I told you, George and Edward Pupp, or rather, as you told me, are brothers, and Joseph and Aloysius are brothers also. Now, it turns out that they are all brothers-in-law to each other. All right, here's the way it works, I got it figured out. The two Pupp brothers have two sisters who are married to the Geiger brothers. And the Geiger brothers have two sisters who are married to the Pupp brothers. So that the Pupp brothers are brothers-in-law to the Geiger brothers, who the Pupp sisters... No, the Pupp sisters are now the Geigers. Now, they are sisters-in-law to the Geiger sisters, who are no longer Geigers because they married Pupps. Yes, Henry.
Isn't that just what I said?
Yeah, but you didn't take enough time. You see, the show runs longer. Now that I've explained their secret to you and to me, let's meet their wives. I think that might be rather enchanting. Will you open the curtains, please? Now, somewhere here to my left, and in not any necessary order whatsoever, are Agnes and Ethel Pupp and Catherine and Margaret Geiger. As I say, they're in no particular order.
Oh.
Now, it's always fun, I think, to try to get families sorted out in a nice, tidy fashion. So, ladies, will you raise your numbers 1, 2, 3, 4? Now, I'm going to ask Joe, will you take the stand, please? And Bill Cullen, I'm going to ask you to place Joe Geiger, with the wife that you think he is married to.
Okay.
By number.
I think, first of all, that Joe's a very intelligent-looking fellow.
That's going to get very
I was trying to get...
now you're
I was trying to get something from one of the ladies, and number 2 looked proudest. So I'll place Joe with number 2.
You're wrong.
Oh, when you said he was intelligent, number 2 looked proud. All right, Joe, if you'll stand behind number 2. Now, Aloysius. All right, now, by the way, I'm going to get a lot of letters. May I walk over this way, Frank?
What?
I'm going to get a lot of
Aloysius.
letters from people saying, how come you didn't call him by his right name, Aloysius? I say that people are entitled to call themselves what they want to call themselves. What do you call yourself?
Aloysius. School, they taught me either way was pronounced correct. That's why I call it Aloysius.
If it's your name and it's spelled that way and you want to call it Mildred, that's your... All right?
Yes,
So
yes,
now,
yes.
Betsy, which one do you say Aloysius goes with?
People, if they live together long enough, look alike, and I say Aloysius and number 1 go together.
Aloysius and number 1 go together. All right, Aloysius, we'll go and stand behind number 1. I carefully instructed these ladies before the show that no matter what was said, do not keep a poker face. Don't give away anything. All right, now where is... we'll take Ed. Ed Pupp next, and Henry, you fit Ed with either number 3 or number 4.
Can't he fit them with 1 or 2 if he thinks so?
We have hurry.
Yeah, how about that? Why couldn't I do that?
Because Bess is going to do it later.
It's against the... Oh.
That's why.
All right. I think this...
3 is a sister.
Yeah, I know, but I
Blue
got to
eyes.
be right. You, sir, you're obviously married to... Oh, that's your sister. Number 4.
Number 4. All right. Now, here we go. George, will you step down, please? Now, Bess, this leaves you very little choice. Obviously, George must then have to stand behind number 3. But if you...
She can take some of it.
Or number 4. In other words,
Well, now, look, if you think any of this is wrong, Bess, we're going to give you a privilege that the rest of the panel hasn't had. If you want to mix these people up, you go ahead.
it would take all evening. I wouldn't do that. But I assume that 1 and 2, the ladies were Mrs. Pupp.
Well, now...
Oh, well, anyway, I'd like to put this gentleman with number 4.
George, will you go over with number 4? Then
And
where do
I-
you want to put Ed, who is now behind number 4?
Number 3.
All right, you gentlemen change Ed. Will you stand behind number 3? And George, you go over behind number 4? None of them are married to each other?
Think that they are sisters that were left over after the rest of them were all married.
You will see how wrong you are, my friends. Gentlemen, would you go and stand behind your wives, please? Each of you, rearrange yourself if necessary.
Oh, boy.
And you got 1 out of 4. You got 1 out of 4, and the last one, Bess moved it around. So Bess is the only one who has any sense of what?
Telling what they see.
Assorted Geigers and Pupps, Merry Christmas to you. Your Winstons, your money will be waiting for you backstage. How many, by the way, how many children do you have between the 8 of you?
31.
31 kids. This is where the joke comes in.